Do you ever find yourself like in the middle of two worlds that you want to be in, but you don't quite belong in either one? Um, it's interesting because I make sure that I take time, and I have done this for several years now in preparation for us to have a farm and to homestead. I always take time every morning to watch YouTube videos from homesteaders. So I've learned all kinds of things about, zones and where to put things. Um, I've been watching gardening videos and studying gardening videos for several years now. So most of what I'm watching is not gardening right now because I was doing that in my suburban homestead, had that down pat. But I've been watching on, just rabbits and worm composting and chickens and goats and pigs and, all the things. And it's interesting to me because some of the heroes of local homesteading movement that is just kind of like taking the country and has for the last 3 or 4 years now are sick a lot. They always have something going on. There are several who deal with autoimmune diseases, various kinds, not all the same type, but they're all autoimmune issues. And I'm amazed that they haven't put together the health issues with what they're eating. And I know that sounds bad, but most of these folks are very, very heavy animal eaters. They're all drinking raw milk from their milk cows. And I 100% believe that the raw milk from their milk cows and the meat that they're harvesting on their property is 1,000% better than the factory farm stuff we pick up at the grocery store. 100%. And y'all know that I'm not a vegan. I don't think that you have to be a vegan. There's no evidence that says that you have to be a vegan, but there's a lot of evidence on longevity and chronic disease that says that your meat consumption should be very, very minute. 2 to 3 times a week, small amounts, less than 10% of your total calories. So, that's what the studies show, the long-term studies show. But these folks aren't putting 2 and 2 together. And I remember hearing years ago that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And they are doing the same thing over and over again. And they're trying, one of these couples, and again, I have so much respect and admiration for them and what they do from a homesteading perspective. Y'all don't even know, and they give back so much to the community. They're really, really good people. But I just feel like they're so misled. They lay out their minerals every morning, and they take minerals and vitamins like nobody's business, and they're still sick all the time. And it's just not clicking with them. The majority of their plate when they show their meals, 3/4 of it is meat, cheese, some sort of a dairy or cream. A very, very small percentage of that is vegetables or fruit. And that's just kind of a weird place for me to be because I want to have community with homesteaders. That's where we're headed. That's what we want to do. And, there's one lady that had a farm up in New York, and then she moved to California recently because that's where her family was from, and she just wanted to be closer to them. And she, in my opinion, it was the first person I heard this from, but she kind of coined the term plantsteader. And we are going to have animals, and we're not going to be totally animal free. I'm never going to get my husband to agree to do that, ever. I probably won't ever get my son or daughter-in-law to agree to do that either. So we will probably have some meat products. I don't know that we're going to grow them and harvest them in our house, though. I don't see that happening. But she calls it plant steading, and that's kind of where I am. But I'm also not the crazy vegan person either that says that if you have any fur or leather and you kill a roach that you're a horrible person. I don't sit there either. I'm right here in the middle. I find myself there a lot politically. I find myself there a lot in religious circles, and I'm finding myself here again. And I'm not necessarily a black or white person, but I would love there to be just a camp that I could sit in where I don't have to kind of like straddle the fence for both. But anyways, my thoughts for the day on homesteading and plant steading. I hope at some point that homesteaders hear the message that what they grow in their garden is probably more important than what they're harvesting in their pastures. Maybe I'll have a voice one day. Maybe my path will take me that direction, and I'll have a voice with those folks. I don't know. We'll see.